Yes.
All right, we are live for another Market Update Monday here on the Arrow Title Services page. My name is Lucie McGuire, and again, I work for Arrow Title Services, but we host this live market update every Monday with local realtors, and they tell us how the market is doing right now, which we all know it's on fire and it's crazy, but they go into a little bit more detail and just explaining like what things are looking like right now. We're in the holiday season, which is like insane in itself. We're in our season here in Florida, so there's a lot of different factors moving around right now. So it's always great to hear from the professionals themselves how things are going. And then they also share with us a current listing that they have, which is always cool to see what's actually on the market right now, and just get a feel for those. And then they also go into an announcements portion. So if you have never seen this video before, welcome. We do go live every Monday at 2 p.m. So make sure you guys follow us on Facebook here. You can always watch our replays from all of our previous past weeks on our Arrow Title Services YouTube channel. So make sure to check that out too. And if you are a realtor yourself and want to share your big brain with us as well, we would love to have you come on. It is always great to just have other people like-minded people on here to be able to talk about the different sections of the real estate industry, because we all know that it's very vast. So thank you to the ones who come on here every week, though. They do take time out of their days to educate you guys and just share with everyone on Facebook here what's going on right now. So I'm truly appreciative of it, and I know that everyone else is too. So thank you guys. You guys can always reach out to the realtors who are on this. In the description of this video, you're able to link to their Facebook pages, so make sure you guys check them out. But enough of me talking, let's get to the good stuff and talk about some real estate. So Jen, you want to start us off? How is real estate doing right now in your neck of the woods?
Hello, hello. Thank you, Lucy. Well, real estate is great. I just wanted to mention a couple of things. Definitely keep up with your lenders and everything that's going on. As you mentioned, holidays are coming, so timelines might be changed a little bit. Due dates might be a little bit different. Things seem to be working themselves out in relation to timelines and how long it's going to take. Be patient if you are a buyer. I know things are moving fast, but as long as you're looking and you're ready to go, then once your property comes on, then it'll be well worth the wait. So if you have any questions, you can always just reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to help you or take you around, for showings and give you an idea of what's going on in your neck of the woods.
Thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. All right. So next, Katie, what do you have to share with us today?
Lucy, thank you so much for providing this platform for realtors and lenders during the week to reach out and share our big brains, like you say. Since last week, I believe I don't know if we mentioned it last week, time is like a blur. The statistics came out for October for specifically real estate sales in Martin and San Lucie counties. And to touch on inventory, we've been talking about it a lot. When Lucy says the market is on fire, I believe what she's trying to say is there's hardly any inventory. There's lots of buyers in the market, and we need we need to shake some sellers off the fence and provide them with an opportunity to cash out on the equity that they most likely have in their property. So just kind of glancing over October 2020, year over year. Last year, this time, everything's different in 2020, we get that. But in the real estate market, for Martin County single family homes, we are still at that very low 2.4 months of inventory. And we've talked about before that a balanced market is, where the buyer and seller, there are enough buyers for the amount of sellers out on the market, and that supply and demand is very even. And that is basically a 5 to 6 month inventory in real estate. To contrast to a balanced market right now, we have lots of buyers and very low inventory. So now we have what we call a seller's market. For those buyers that are in the market, like Jennifer said, please get ready. Stay in contact with your lenders. There are some updates to the programs for FHA. The lending limits have gone up. That's exciting, and also conventional. And you're either really in one of those two baskets, most of us, and then there's the VA program as well that is very similar to the FHA offerings of financing. So in townhomes and condos is actually interesting right now too. They had not seen the aggressive absorption of properties that we saw with single family homes. But now we're seeing it. So October 2020, we are looking at 3 months of supply in Martin County for townhomes and condos, and St. Lucie County is even less. So we're seeing a very unbalanced market, favoring the sellers. There are multiple buyers for every property. If it's in good condition, priced right, and in a great location with the amenities and offerings that multiple buyers are looking for. And if you would like to dig in a little deeper with what's going on in your particular community or your particular zip code or your little slice of paradise, we'll be happy to help you, get you a comparable market analysis, show you what's happening in the market, because that's what we base our opinion of price on, what's happening around us, because most buyers are using financing. So there's going to be an appraisal. So we've got to have some comparable recent sales that have happened nearby that we can use to set kind of a guide for what we think we can get a ready, willing, and able buyer to pay for your property. Real quick about finance versus cash. I had a great conversation with someone last week who hopefully we will be listing their property about cash buyers. So cash buyers, they're going to want a little bit of a potentially a little bit. They'll pay probably a little less because they have less contingencies, less hiccups, less challenges potentially in the transaction, where they're not requiring any sort of financing and survey. The timeline's a lot shorter, so you're trading some time. You're trading some money for that convenience of time with a cash buyer. So they're sometimes gonna leverage their ability of quicker close by paying a little bit less for your property. So I lay that out to let you know that there are a lot of cash buyers in the market, but that doesn't mean that they're going to overpay for your property. So talk to your local real estate professional who can give you multiple reports and show you what's happening with the comparable sales in your area right around your property. So paid in cash for 2020 is up 46.6% over last year. So that's almost like, that's ridiculous.
Wow.
I've never seen this low inventory in the 10 years that I've been a practitioner of real estate. I've never seen inventory this low for this long, in a healthy environment, so to speak. And I think we are in a healthy environment as far as low interest rates, and the ability of buyers to make those mortgage payments, or homeowners to make those mortgage payments right now, 2020. What's today, December 7th.
I don't think anybody knows what day it is anymore in 2020. I'm pretty sure we're convinced that it's just 2020 is just one big month. It's just there's no months in 2020. But what great information, Katie, as always. You guys always come with like the best information, and what you pointed out with not only the increases in the lending, but the interest rates as well. I mean, that combination is just like insane right now, especially for buyers, which we obviously have a surplus of right now. So it's very interesting to see how our market has been. And I like how you brought up the condos as well, because condos in our area are very much a part of the aspect with our snowbirds. So we have a lot of snowbirds. I'm very interested to see how many of them translate. I don't know if that's a statistic that is like kind of put out there or whatever it might be, like how many snowbirds that were residents, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's a statistic. But...
Are you saying from seasonal to full-time?
Yeah, so like we have a percentage of seasonal snowbirds, right? And then we have like every year a percentage of them transfer over to full-time residents here. So I think that with COVID, or my opinion, I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I feel like with COVID, that in number this year is going to increase. I just don't know what statistic or where, how, what.
So a good resource for that might be the property appraiser. When people are switching over and making Florida their homestead, they're going to apply for that homestead tax exemption that all Florida homeowners have the ability to take advantage of. So right now we just sent out reminders for everyone to go ahead and apply for their homestead tax exemption when they bought a home in 2019, in 2020, or if 2019, if you didn't do your homestead tax exemption, go do it. Just file online. It's very easy. So I would think that those new full-time residents to Florida, they should be taking advantage of that tax benefit, and maybe that would be one point of data that we can use for the property appraiser. Maybe we will talk to our incoming Martin County and our re-elected St. Lucie County to see if they have numbers when March 1st comes and goes. That's the deadline. Maybe they have some new statistics for us.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to get them on here one day.
That's a great point. That's a really good question, Lucie. I'd like to also I'll go down that rabbit hole with you and see what we can find out.
We'll figure it out here on Market Update Monday one day. we'll get it. But it is very interesting because there's so many pieces and aspects that are changing. And just with COVID, I mean, so many people are moving from those big cities, and we happen not to be a big city. So
300,000 people moved to Florida already.
Oh yeah.
The National Association of Realtors and the Florida Realtors are coming out with their new annual projections, and also kind of the summary of where we are now from where we were last year. And there's some really big news with that. I mean, it's so different from what we've ever seen. There's so much in-migration, and there's so many factors.
Absolutely. It's been crazy because, you know, you're talking about months and months ago, because guys, we've been doing this Market Update Mondays since April. I believe it was like April 4th. Like something around there. So it's been months since we've been doing this, and we were all talking about like the aspects of like what was changing, what people were noticing, a lot of people have changed what type of house they want to be in because they were stuck in their homes for so long. They were stuck in their homes. They realized that a lot of them had to move to remote work. Some of them stayed in that remote work. They needed a better job, like whether it be a better job, different job, or their same job, they needed a home office. Needed that more space. I mean, there's so many different aspects of it. But what I do want to bring up, and I want to ask you guys, is how do you feel our holiday season is impacting the situation right now? Do you guys have any insight to the holiday season and how things are kind of just being in the market with that?
I'll go first. I was going to say, given the whole beginning of COVID and everything changing and dates taking longer than typically usual, I feel like we're on a roll. I feel like we already know what's going to happen. We know how to get the timelines in order. So we're prepared. We're ready. We are good moving forward, because that's probably the easiest part, because we know what the holidays are, when they are, what government holidays are going to be off. We don't have any issues. But then we're able to just plan everything accordingly, because we've just had so much going on through the COVID experience that this is just like a little bump, and we're good with it.
What a good point. Wow. I didn't even think about people know when the holidays are. I was like, well, you're right. No, everything else this year, nobody's known. And they've been like, well, I don't know what's around the corner, but they know when Thanksgiving is. They know when Christmas is. That's one thing that they can count on this year. That was a good point, Jen. Thanks. Katie, do you have something to add?
I would say even just driving around this weekend and driving in to the office this morning, there are so many license plates not from Florida. And I'm here in Palm City. I've spent most of my time in Palm City, live and work here. And holy moly, there's so many New York and New Jersey plates. And maybe it's just our area that attracts, those Northeaster residents or seasonal residents or visitors. But we're seeing more and more people calling and coming through our website that are looking for Florida homes because it's cold, and unfortunately there are restrictions for residents in some of these areas that they don't want to live under that type of rule. And they can't thrive in their businesses because they're closed down. So they're coming to Florida for many reasons. that's just a couple of them for the people that I have spoken to and worked with that are coming to this area. They have so many reasons. Where obviously it's not stopping anytime soon. And people want to live in Florida, and they love the Treasure Coast. When they come here, they visit once and they end up, investing in this type of lifestyle. If they do come back, or plan to come back, they want to retire here or just change their lifestyle up. And you talked about how people's lifestyles are changing. The floor plan, the desire for a different floor plan is coming to life, where you now have multiple generations, maybe, or multiple family members and their families living together in bigger homes, a little different lifestyle, maybe a little more rural, for our area specifically, where the houses are a little bigger out west, and the properties are bigger, where you can add a guest home or something like that. Specifically to single family homes. We'll see what the builders are going to do, but a flex room has become more and more important for those people that we're talking to. They want to have those creature comforts and have a pool, and they want to have the privacy, and they want to have the secure neighborhoods as well, and have a community that they can, because if you can't go to a big event, you can at least maybe go poolside in a community, or go to a cul-de-sac party, and have some sort of social, social outlet in a smaller, more contained, in a smaller community atmosphere. So we'll see. I mean, everybody's a little different. That's what we see.
Absolutely. And I think that they say, how do you know it's fall in Florida, is when the license plate change, when they change colors.
Yeah, when the license plates change colors. And I'm telling you, winter is here.
Winter is here. Well, I think they were all waiting for that weekend, last weekend. They were waiting for when it was in the actually chilly, like, everywhere else has been cold for a while now.
Got down to the 40s. It was exciting.
It was exciting, and hopefully it gets back to that at some point, and we can. But it has been a nice break. Do you guys have one last question, and then we'll go into the listing and presentation portion? Do you guys have any predictions for 2020?
All right, I'll go first. But I think we are going to be moving along in the same direction. I mean, I believe that people are still going to be moving. You're going to have a lot of buyers. It'll still continue to be in the seller's favor. I just think we have so many people that are still looking that it's just kind of going to shuffle over and just kind of run over into the new year and continue to be on the same trend. That's how I think that's what I think.
Hey, nobody's holding you to it, but I think you're onto something. What about you, Katie?
It's a great question, and just off the cuff, there are some, and I always like to look at the statistics. I'm very, I don't like to be vague. I like to rest my data on, or my opinion on data, so to speak, and we've talked about that before. So that National Association of Realtors predictions for our future market, and also the Florida Realtors predictions, which are based somewhat on, the national chief economists' view, because they're looking at all sorts of, they're crunching the numbers. So I would say I agree with Jennifer. Absolutely. We're going to continue to see the in-migration. We're going to continue to see a seller's advantage in our market for some time to come, probably through definitely through, I say definitely, but you know what I mean? I don't want to be too vague. I don't want to predict too far, but I would say definitely through spring of 2021, we're going to be good to go. We really need the new construction companies to pick up the pace. If we want to have a balanced market, we need more homes. People are moving here, so the demand is there. We need the builders to pick up the pace best they can, without giving up quality in their construction. So materials pricing is going up, so that's going to be a factor in the end price for what buyers are going to have to eventually pay. So construction in general is up 46%, or over 46%. So they're doing as much and as fast as they can now. We're helping one of the America's favorite home builder. We're helping one of those home builders buy land in Southwest Port St. Lucie, and they plan to build as fast as they can to take advantage of the opportunity where the supply is so low. So in our area, I do not believe that we are in any sort of bubble. I don't believe that we're going to have any sort of fallout. And to repeat what we talked about since April, most of the people have equity in their homes. If anyone is having trouble paying their mortgage, or they're going to have trouble paying their mortgage because of a work situation, or a finance failure, please call a realtor so that we can help you exit from that property that you can no longer afford, and get you on the path to rebuilding, get you out from underneath that debt. If you need to, if you don't have the income, or your life has totally changed as far as your finances, get with a realtor, sell the property, get into a rental, get into a multifamily, property or something like that. There are some other options. And I think that if there are going to be any predictors to that, the low-hanging fruit will always fall, but there is plenty of ready, willing, able buyers to catch it before they get into trouble with their, getting behind on mortgage and that sort of thing. So there's
Absolutely.
hope. There's hope.
Yeah.
We're hopeful.
Absolutely. And on that note too, I just want to say, using a local professional, if you guys are watching out there, well, there's someone out watching out there, using a local professional here along the Treasure Coast is very important. I mean, anywhere you are, just for the sense of their knowledge. I mean, look at the two professionals that we have on here today, like telling us all these amazing, great things, the things that they have seen. We're in this industry every single day. And, there's so many moving parts that are changing all the time. Definitely keeps us on our toes, I'd say. So, to come from another state, which a lot of people are, and then, not use someone who is local to the area that is knowledgeable, just make sure that you guys are doing that. And the people who come on here every week, they really are giving a piece of their big brains that I always say. So, just if you guys ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to any of them. They are amazing. So thank you guys for coming on and sharing that. So we are going to go into the second portion of this, because we do run this in different segments. So the second portion here is going to be the listing presentation. So we're going to see what's actually on the market right now from these amazing local realtors. And then the third portion after that will be any announcements or things that they have coming up. So make sure that you guys stay tuned for that. And you can always get more information from their Facebook pages as well. So Jen, you're up first.
All right, thank you. All right, let's get in here. 1 second. All right, let me just make the screen bigger for you. Okay, so we are actually going to look at a water from property, basically. Sorry, I'm stumbling on my words already. And it's basically 0.61 acres, so it's a little bit over a half an acre. It is rare and unique to find in Stuart, Florida. It's less than 5 minutes to all of the dining and entertainment. It is less than 10 minutes to the beach. And it's on a private road at the end of a cul-de-sac, so you have your own privacy. You don't have too much traffic besides people who would be living in the same neighborhood. And you do have over 200 feet of waterfront with plenty of room for a dock. So you're able to, oh, and I am so sorry. I haven't changed any of the pictures for you. So it's right over here. You do have room for a dock, so you can build your dream home and bring your boat with you. So you can kind of just enjoy life in Florida and then take a trip in the water wherever you want to go and enjoy everything that it has to offer. This is going for $469. And if you have any questions, you can give us a call at 772-444-6989.
Thank you, Jen. Awesome. What a beautiful piece of land out there. All right, Katie, you're up next. What do you have for us today?
Right. So Katie Bourgeois with the Bourgeois Real Estate Group. Jennifer's with Bourgeois Real Estate Group too. I didn't hear her mention that. Great job, Jennifer. So I have a listing that I'm going to present here by sharing my screen. Not as professional as Jennifer, because we do not have it on the MLS yet. You guys are going to get to see this first. Mm-hmm. So let me just share my screen real quick. Give me a thumbs up if you can see it. Awesome. Thank you so much. So Summerfield in Stuart. This villa is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, totally renovated, and it's so beautiful. Let me get to the pictures of the interior. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. I want these people to come to my house and help me renovate and redo my bathroom. So it does have a covered and partially screened lanai on a private preserve there. We'll get into the house here in just a second. About 1551 square feet under air. Like I said, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, totally renovated. This kitchen is amazing. Wood look tile throughout. You have those high ceilings and the crown molding. Everything you touch in this house is brand spanking new. Let me get to this kitchen. I'm sorry, I'm not as coordinated as Jennifer. Check out this kitchen. I don't know about you, but I am like in love with this kitchen. I'm obsessed. um, it is a split plan. It has a little wet or a little dry bar in addition to the beautiful brand new kitchen and beautiful backsplash. They changed the orientation of the master bedroom, the owner suite door. Used to look a little different, so they reconfigured that. So you've got more space in the master bedroom. And a bigger closet by making that change. So it looks a little different than some of the other villas that have sold in Summerfield. This is on Warwick at 6889 Southeast Warwick Lane, again in Summerfield. That neighborhood, look at this kitchen. I mean, come on. Am I just overly obsessed?
No,
this is so nice. And look, they're burning their green candle. It's a bourgeois, good luck real estate tradition. All new bathrooms, all new kitchen, everything you touch is just brand spanking new, totally renovated. And they have only lived in this property for less than 6 months, or just about 6 months. So the master bathroom, dual vanities, lots of storage, Roman shower, and a jetted tub. What else? What more could you want? I want to show you in, they reconfigured the way that the you enter the owner suite. So on your right in this photo is now just one big closet, and it has a really cool space saving barn door. I love the barn door that people are adding into the properties, and it has nice built-ins inside as well. So asking price on this is $329. Come and get it. It is hot, hot, hot. I'm sure that there will be multiple buyers for this property, so please call us 772-444-6989 to make an appointment for your private viewing of this property. Please don't wait. It's going to go fast. I know you hear that a lot, but it's true in this market. Again, this is Summerfield, the Champions Club Golf. There are golf memberships available. There's tennis. There's a community pool. There's an exercise room. Great neighbors. There's sidewalks everywhere. People are very friendly. I drove around several times in this neighborhood on Saturday when we took the pictures, and everybody's waving and they want to stop and talk to you and, hey, Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and just great neighborhood, great people. So if I didn't already have my own home, I probably would consider this one for purchase myself. So that one is at 6889 Southeast Warwick Lane in Stewart, $329. Again, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garage in Summerfield. Thank you again, Lucy, for the opportunity to blast our listings. And this will be on MLS and live and available for everyone to view all over the World Wide Web in just a couple hours here.
Ooh, very nice. Thank you, Katie, for giving us the first look at this beautiful property. I mean, what kind of value is that, guys? Right before it's on the market, you get first peek at it. Thank you, Katie. And that was a beautiful kitchen. You were not lying. And I do love that barn door. And yeah, I would purchase it too. Love it. Oh gosh, I love being able to see like what those types of, there's so many different styles of homes that are out there and everything. So being able to see like those types of homes and seeing like what their purchase price is at, I think is very valuable, like for anybody who's watching, just to be able to see like and compare. So thank you. Thank you both for sharing the amazing properties that you guys have to sell. And we will go into the list or the announcements presentation, which I have a hint of what Katie's was. But Jen, do you have anything coming up that you want to share with everyone?
Well, I did want to I forgot to mention the address for the
go ahead.
front lot. So it's 520 Southeast Kruger Creek Place. But I did want to mention that if you love the property and you just have no idea where to look or how to get in touch with builders or who would be able to help you, I just want to say call Bourgeois Real Estate Group for your source of resources, and we will direct you to the right people, get you in contact with the right people, and make this happen for you in well, at the speed of Katie, basically, in fast time. So
That's
any
fast.
questions, call us 772-444-6989. We'd be more than happy to help you or even go and meet you there and talk about things and discuss any questions that you may have about the lot.
Awesome. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate that. Anything coming up for you, Katie?
She is so cool. I love we're all like cheerleaders for each other. You know, we all want to see each other succeed, and we all want to get these properties sold for the sellers. So my announcement is that my Warwick property is going to be on the market in just a couple hours. You can call our hotline 772-444-6989. Even if you're using someone else or you're going direct as an unrepresented buyer or seller, call on us. We can help you. We are your neighbors. We want to see you do well. We don't want to see you pay too much or not get enough for your property. So lean on us, and you know we do this every day. So you know, we're here to help. We're not trying to, you know, we're not out there to, you know, take advantage of anybody. You know, we wouldn't be in business for so long if we didn't have the, you know, integrity and the skills and the resources and availability to help people every day for almost 10 years.
Absolutely. No, and you're not wrong. It's, you know, a lot of people I think don't value as much as they should what a realtor does for the transaction. You guys do a lot on the back end of things, and truly anybody who watches these videos, especially on Thursdays, top tips in real estate on Thursday, like at Thursdays at 2 p.m. if you don't know about that, you know, you guys get to see just how much a realtor does kind of on the back end, like all of the different topics that we talk about, and you know, on here as well, it's just a whole different aspect. So if you guys ever have any questions, make sure that you guys reach out to the local professionals that are on this. They truly take time out of their day to help educate you guys on what's going on right now. And I think that really shows a lot to them and proves a lot where their hearts lie, like Katie was mentioning. So we really do appreciate you guys taking the time out of your days, your busy days to be here with us and share. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys are watching this right now, do know that you can, if you missed this amazing conversation that we just had about our market and how the holidays are affecting it and just everything, so much knowledge. Earlier, you guys can always watch the replay, or you can watch the replay on our YouTube channel, Arrow Title Services, where you can check out every week that we've done it in the past months since COVID and everything. So, and we hope to see you guys back here live at 2 p.m. next Monday, and hope you guys are having an amazing Monday so far. So we will see you guys next week. Have a great one. Thank you guys so much for coming on. Bye.
Thank you, Lucy.